내가
of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium, is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains, you can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Golden Gophers offense will go to work first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sit right outside the top 25, have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Hauls it in. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Washington Huskies offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Devon Williams. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. Williams. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Play action with Williams. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run the counter. Tackled there by the defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Taylor has it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Caught behind the line. It's Turner. Knocked off his feet.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Lindsey. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well. This is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Minnesota! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Hold and fire complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner, safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right.
Caught, and he's got room. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Williams. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the offensive... It's a roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. And so the quarterback takes one for the team on the roughing the passer penalty, and it'll be first down. Williams to the air again. Quickly complete.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and
maybe a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option, the keeper. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Washington. Getting set for the point after. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking deep. Goes high to pull it in. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Run in the red zone. It's Taylor. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Finding some room. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Williams. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
Zings it complete to the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Here's Williams to throw. Fakes to grab. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Washington coming to the line with another first down. It's Williams again. Finds his man.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Nice grab in traffic. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. Just a terrible, terrible mistake, so instead of getting off the field on 4th down, the offense has a 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Intercepted to stop the threat. Inside the 40, the 40, the 30, the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And defenses are way less concerned with yards nowadays. It's being great in the red zone, and boy, did they come up big. They create the turnover, return the INT all the way down the field, and set their offense up now with the red zone opportunity.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Lindsey. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Williams throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Makes the catch. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And as if a 60-yarder wasn't tough enough, he's not even straight on. From the right hash, he'll have to unleash a beauty. The official says no good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Pulls it in. It's held. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Looking long. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 4 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Gators, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside Husky Stadium. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Golden Gophers will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now it looks as if we have an injured Golden Gopher on the play. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. The give is to Taylor. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play fake, Williams. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Moss. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback keep. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
There's a crease. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Washington. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Tracy. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Lindsey. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And they just keep firing, taking out big chunks here, trying to keep the game alive.
No trickeration there at all, Reese. I mean, that's a play for vertical everybody's got in their playbook, and you're just counting on someone somewhere downfield to make a play.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And they've made it a 1-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Williams, under fire, makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. 3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. He's at the touchdown, Huskies. The defense putting points on the board. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, Great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And they can't make the connection.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
A spectacular one-hand grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. Right on target this time. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still...
He'll take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs.
Caught! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
Well, you get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.